All right, guys, the property investment landscape has changed since the budget's come out, and we're clearing it up for you. Thursday night, we've got an event on. We're going to talk about the benefits and the limited seats we've got available for Thursday night and why you should come. Stay tuned.
I'm the ringleader, so listen up.
Hello,
Good morning.
Billy Jury,
Yes. Good morning. How are
triathlon
you?
man.
Yeah, I did a half marathon on the weekend, and my legs are feeling sorry for themselves.
Feeling a bit jelly. Did you get a placement, or what did you? Was that just a practice or something?
No, I just do that for fun, believe it or not. Yeah, no medal.
God, that's so committed. That is so committed. So Thursday night, guys, if you want to find out more, 0460 111 if you want us to send you some information. Write the word RSVP and we'll send you some information on it. Tell us what we're doing, Bill. Tell us.
Yeah, it's not often we get to actually host people in the room, but this is going to be really exciting. I guess it's like an evening where you can come in, you can talk property, and we're going to have some experts, some expert panel guests that are going to be there to answer some questions. You've got an impressive lineup. Do you want to talk the lineup?
Look, it's hard to get an accountant, a fantastic accountant, and we've got a fantastic accountant for free. It's hard to get one. So Maurizio Zappacosta is going to be there on the night talking about how that landscape's changing with a little bit with lending and banking, with banking and taxing and all that sort of stuff, and what people are should be doing.
Yep.
We've then got Bradley Beer, which is the big wig from building BMT for building depreciation. So he's coming along to have a bit of a chat as well. So we're blasting them in, blasting them out. Then we're doing a Q&A session at the end. So it starts at 6, but you have to RSVP for your tickets. It's free.
Yeah, it's like just lock in. That's all you need to do. Just turn up.
And we're not trying to sell you anything.
Not at all. So yeah, I think these are great. Like I know the landlords love it. They really get behind it. This is all complimentary. So this went out to our landlords, first, and then broader guests and community members that we met on the weekend. I was handing out some invitations, and people are loving it.
Yeah, well, the first event booked out fast, so we've put on a second one for Thursday night. Lisa's the host. I'm doing the chat about what I'm seeing people do with their money, which is all free. But yeah, like it's backed by popular demand, and I'm hope everyone's welcome, even if you're not from the Northern Beaches. Come along and learn.
Yeah, I think that's important. This is a little bit more market wide. I think you can apply the savvy accountant hacks, and I think you can apply the tax depreciation to all markets. So we're not just talking Northern Beaches stuff.
And look, I think a couple of things that we've noticed post-budget, when it came out, it was like, what? And then now, as the weeks have rolled on more and more, there's better clarity around it. Things like the huge exclusion zone was commercial. So the commercial side of it's been, relatively unaffected. Second-hand property, the driving of that rental market, what that budget's done on that second-hand property market's pretty incredible. So we're seeing the rents go boom, 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 boom. New properties, I think everyone's expected a surge towards new properties that has not happened, and the builders are saying, look, we're just finding a can't stack. Thank you, and we're very happy for for that incentivizing investors to come to buy new properties, but we still can't make the math stack up.
Yeah, and so my questions are going to be towards the Bradley Beer, the tax depreciation expert, like what he's seeing investors do now to basically sharpen the pencil and give themselves that little bit more of an edge. Because if they've, I do think that, if they've had one area taken away from them as far as negative gearing goes, they're going to be looking for other areas to make improvements to their return on investment. So, I think that's a report that you can pay for, and then it lasts the lifetime of the property. So, it's $500 investment up front that they'll take, and then you basically use that depreciation schedule year in, year out with your accountant. So I'm pretty excited to hear a bit more about that.
And then I think everyone's seems to be talking about the Robin Hood taxing, that's being done with stealing from the rich and giving to the poor. And they're saying, well, we're gonna change tax brackets. What effectively that's doing is people are moving into different countries and different asset classes. That sort of wealthy part of town. I don't know. The wash up's going to be really interesting after this budget. So I think now we've got some good clarity. How long ago was that budget? Was that a month ago?
12th of May. Yep. So it was just over a month.
Yeah. How did you remember that date?
It's all up here. At least give me some feedback on the audio. Just move the mic up a little bit closer. But 12th of May. I mean, look, that date was like cemented in people's calendars for probably the 4 weeks in the build up to it, 8 weeks in the build up to it, where they were acting with a lot of uncertainty, a lot of people waiting with hesitation to see what will they actually be working with. The biggest takeaway I've seen away from the budget is just people restoring a bit of clarity. Like now they know the framework to work within, they can move ahead and make decisions accordingly. But when you keep people guessing, it's hard.
Look, sentiment's an amazing thing, guys. It's a very, very hard thing to measure. It's a very, very easy thing to feel. And I think that sentiment, post budget towards governments and things like that have been, very, very interesting. On how people have been. People are feeling very gypped, very ripped off. And I think we're seeing, even the change of guards with the way Labor's sitting in the polls, the way One Nation's sitting in the polls, the way Liberals sitting in the polls. I think that sentiment. But what I am finding is that sentiment's becoming aligned. So rather than it being, three different factions and three different parties, everyone's feeling that same way, and I think that's powerful. Something I've thought about. Someone was talking to me yesterday about hard times for our parents and what hard times for our parents. And my parents are dad would have been mid-90s now if he was still alive. Mum's in her 80s. But hard times for that generation are very different to hard times for this generation. And I was thinking about if this is the hard times that we've got, with our government and our economy, it's still pretty good.
Yep. Well, all will be revealed on Thursday night. So, about 30 tickets left. RSVP. There's the. Let me just pop this back on the screen. There's the number, just there. 0460 111. Text RSVP. We'll make sure you're locked in, and then we'll see you on Thursday. It's at Novak HQ in DY.
It definitely is. It'll be quick. It'll be informative. And I think the main thing is just get yourself educated, guys. I don't think, there's a solution there, but I think by educating yourself in the field of what's happening post that budget, the better educated you can be, the better decisions you will make. And the nice thing about the accountant on the ground, the real estate agent on the ground, the building tax depreciation guy on the ground, the first home buyer guy on the ground, the commercial guy on the ground, hearing from those guys what's happening on the ground with the masses, I think so powerful when you're making decisions for yourself. So come along. It's an hour of power. And anything else you want to say, Bill?
It's so relevant. Like if you own a property and you're not looking at this stuff, you've basically fallen asleep at the wheel. And if you're about to plant your bag of cash and you're not educated on it, don't rely on a professional, because they're not going to tailor it to your situation. I think you just got to
land tax, all that stuff, Don't fall asleep at the wheel. I love that.
You save for your deposit. That takes you 3 or 4 years, and then to just go in on a whim and not know your stuff around this, super important.
Don't be silly, Billy.
Don't be silly. No, look forward to Thursday. There you go.
Take care, guys. More
See ya.
information, reach out to us. Love you. See you. Bye.